I believe you have to be compassionate when it comes to Daniel Naroditsky, but I don't think it's Kramnik's fault. Because life is tough and full of bullies, and you can't blame one person if someone commits suicide, or at least that's what I think. And I'm saying this because I believe Daniel was an intelligent person and he wouldn't have done such a thing only because someone was attempting to destroy his reputation. Of course, his said reputation is very valuable to him, but this life is not only about this. And even if it played a role in his downfall, I believe that there are more factors at play. I don't condone Kramnik's behavior. I think it's petty what he did and still does, although I don't follow too closely the chess community, but you cannot blame him, at least not totally, because the internet is full of bullies and you have to be tough in this life to survive. And if everybody killed themselves when someone attacked him, then the planet would be 70% less populated than it is now. So it is a sign of weakness, I believe, if you do such a thing, because there are multiple options in this modern life, and you can shut down the access to the internet if you want to, and shield yourself from toxic influences. Of course, things might be more difficult than they are, but I believe it is shallow to vilify a person because someone decided to end up their life. Now, I'm not defending Kramnik, and I don't like him. I think the guy is repellent, so to speak. But the world is full of individuals like him, and we have to learn how to navigate them and defend ourselves. And my opinion is that perhaps this constitutes the last drop that made him commit such a deed, and he would have done it anyways, provided some shock occurred to him. It's the same situation when it comes to Nietzsche's madness, when they say that he lost his mind and when allegedly he saw that someone was beating their horse. Of course, this incident seems already anecdotal and has not been proven true, or at least hasn't been confirmed by anybody. But the point is, even if it happened when he saw that, it isn't a sign that he went mad when he saw this, but it constituted the last link in the chain reaction, and it could have been anything. Sometimes people kill themselves after being aware that there is not enough toothpaste. Of course, that doesn't mean that this is the only event that contributes to this action, and it only means that the cup is already full and you just need something to set it in motion. even if it might be something little. Of course, I don't want to trivialize Daniel's case because in his situation is different, but still, I will repeat that I believe that those who think that he did that only because someone persecuted him online and tried to diminish his reputation and shed a bad light upon his online presence, they do not give enough credit to Daniel's intelligence. And I believe that if you are more or less in a stable state, you don't do such a thing. You just take a stop from that and you don't watch Twitch, YouTube, you don't read your comments, you just live your own life. Of course, it would have been difficult to him, but he would have come to this conclusion by himself. It's not hard to tell, and he would have figured something out, especially because he was a brilliant guy. Of course, it's a very sad situation, but I believe we also have to be realistic because in this life you shouldn't put too much credit on what people think of you, and when you do, you have to support the consequences, and that can be tough at times. And I think that will be it for now. Thank you guys for watching.